Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel A for Azure. My name is Arvind, and I'm thrilled to have you here with me as we continue to learn about Microsoft Azure. So, we will continue our discussion with Azure Cost Monitor and Control. In this video, we will learn how to use Azure Action Groups to automate responses to certain events in Azure and how to use Azure Cost Monitor and Control to track and control your Azure spending. Azure Action Groups is a feature in Azure that allows you to define a set of actions to be taken when certain events occur in Azure. These events can be anything from an alert triggered by a resource to a specific conditions being met. To get started, log into Azure portal and navigate to the Action Groups section under the Monitor tab. So how we can go there? We'll go to the search bar and say Monitor and go to the Monitor service and you will see alerts. Here under alerts, you have all the conditions and options that you can choose for any specific alert or create new settings related to alerts. So we'll go to action groups. From here, you can create a new action group by clicking on the add button or clicking on the create action group in the middle of the page. In the creation form, you will need to give your action group a name and an optional short name. You can also add a description and set the region for the action group. Once you have created your action group, you can add different actions to it. So let's quickly see the resource group we have, which is A for Azure. Region we have chosen global, but we can also choose the region which is close to us. Action group name we will give as AZ900-1, and display name can be same or you can choose as per your business policies. We'll click on next and go to notifications page where you can choose the type of notification, and you will see that these actions can include sending an email, sending an SMS message, or triggering a webhook. You can also add multiple actions to an action group. So for our demo purpose, we'll use email. We'll give it a name as budget alert, and we will give email address that we're using for this demo, which is training trial at Outlook, and we'll click on OK. And now you can see that I've created the first type of notification type. I can add more. Alternatively, you can choose to email Azure Resource Manager roles. These are built-in roles where you have options of selecting owners, contributor, reader, monitoring contributor, and monitoring reader. So there are a set of administrators which are part of the specific groups. So for example, if we choose reader here and click OK, every administrator who is part of the reader group will get this alert. So we will name this as our back alert and click on actions. And here in the action type, you can choose what action should be performed when this action group is triggered. So when this action group that we are creating is triggered, there will be a notification sent, but along with that, you can also link an action to be taken. For example, you can run a runbook, a function, an event hub, or logic app, or a webhook. So for example, you have a runbook which shuts down a VM, copies an object from one storage to the other, performs backup. You can link that run book here, and every time this action group is triggered, it will also run this run book along with that so that those actions can be performed in sequence. So we don't have a run book available at the moment, but we can create here if we want. And this is a topic for another discussion. We will be discussing this in the later videos. So I'll cancel this for now and click on delete here. Go to the next tab, which is tags. Tags are name and value pairs that enable you to categorize resources and view consolidated billing by applying the same tag value to multiple resources and resource groups. So here we will say budget as the name and value as HR business. So we know that whenever we pull any report for a tag with a name budget and value as HR business, we'll get specific uh, resources which are only for HR business. Similarly, you can have something for IT business or maybe something else, but then these tags come handy when you're filtering or finding the resources and doing a billing consolidation based on the tags. Finally, we'll click on next and go to review and create. Here you will see the summary, and again you can review before you can provision these resources. So we have seen this, and we'll click on create, and you will see that our action group is created. If I see my action group here, which is AZ900-1, and if I click on this, I will see all the details that I've filled while creating this action group, which is emailing the budget alert and emailing the resource manager roles. So finally, we will go back to our subscription again and go back to the subscription here, go back to the budgets. And if you remember from the previous session, we created a budget. We'll go to the budget, click on edit budget, and go down and click on next. So here we wanted to link an action group, but in the previous session, we were not discussing action groups. We were discussing only the cost management and setting up of the budget. But here we have the action group now available. So we'll click on the action group tab and choose AZ900-1 and click on the save button. So now we have linked the action group with the existing budget that we created in the previous session. So once you do that, you can go to your email address and you will see that you should have received an email where you are subscribed to alert. So let's see if we have received something. So we can see that we have received the email, and it says that you have been added to an Azure monitoring action group, which is AZ900-1, the one that we created. And you will see more details here. And if you want to look at the exact action group, you can click on this link and it will route you to the page where you can see all the details. And that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful and informative in your journey to mastering Microsoft Azure. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.